I've I've come to the decision that I want to prestige my Demogorgon. This decision did not come lightly. I've been thinking about it for a long time now. I have a really solid setup for him with these 4 perks and the playstyle I'm developing. If I prestige, I'll lose all of it. But that's okay, because, you know. So he's currently at level 43. I'm going to use up all the add-ons he has access to. So, my Moris, my I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on using my Moris. I don't feel like being a total prick. I've been a lot of things, and I'm going to use up all his Bloodwind offerings, stuff like that. But once he gets to level 50, I'm immediately going to stop leveling him and stockpile and use the rest of my offerings and stuff. And then after I've burned all my offerings and things, I'm gonna turn right back around, prestige him, level him up as much as I can, and start the leveling process over again. I'm going to get a Prestige 3 Demogorgon. Demogorgon will be my first Prestige 3 killer. After I Prestige 3 him, well, I mean, I don't know yet. I think I'm gonna double Prestige him, and then after that, I'm gonna level up all my other killers to 40, and then Prestige him again, you know? So he has access to all these things. Not like he really needs any of this junk, to be honest. Hangman's Trick, Surveillance, I have that. Make a Choice, I have that. All my killers are actually pretty high level. I do want to get some of the Plague's perks first, so the only thing I would actually think about using on him is Infectious Fright, or Corrupt Intervention. I think I have Corrupt Intervention, if we're gonna be... No, I can't check her. Shizzle Whizzle. I know I have Infectious Fright. I bought that in the shrine. Oh. Anyways, of course it does that. I was about to swap back. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna level my Plague. I'm gonna start playing Plague more. I'm gonna... My plan was I'm gonna start playing a lot of my killers more evenly now. Because we have 17 killers now. 16 plus Demogorgon, that's 17. And I want to start playing them all more evenly. The only one I'm gonna have a problem with is Nurse. I have said this a dozen times, and no one takes me seriously when I say it, but I get rusty with Nurse. Like, if I don't play her consistently, I fall out of practice with her. So I'm hoping that I can get some practice in with her and get some things done. Improve with her. I'm probably not going to play her until next rank reset, but everyone else I'm going to start trying a lot more. I played Huntress a while back. That was a rough match, if we're going to be completely honest. I think this is a Shrine of Friends. I feel like Black Ward should be a secret. I don't feel like White Ward should be. I feel like White Ward should be a normal, but I think Black Ward should be a secret. Make people panic a bit, you know? Oh, damn me, Gorgon. Rah, rah, rah. I love my Demogorgon. Demogorgon has quickly become probably my favorite killer. I'm not even joking. His pounce ability and just the map pressure he has is so good. Like, so good. And those good games where I'm really rocking it, he usually has strong map control by 2 gens finished, so 3 gens left. It's he does a great job, you know, for what he does and how he does it. He definitely doesn't slack. Um, Although I would say other killers definitely have an edge on him, like Nurse, freaking. Things like that. I think that's a good spot for Ruin. Not sure yet. She was in a locker. Sprint burst. Sprint burst. Alright, but we're not doing the best. Working on that gen. It's good to know. them like that, they wiggle, which gives you, let's see, close the distance on them faster. This gen soon. I gotta go real quick. Really? Fair enough. There was another person here. I saw them. It's a delayed response. Like I said, about 3 gens left. Ah, there you are. Oh, that should have hit. I always wanted to try that. Someone's downstairs. That's so stupid that it doesn't reach. Honestly. That's still sparking, that's good. They've 4gen'd themselves. I haven't hooked you yet. Maybe I have. I've actually never seen somebody forge in themselves before. Definitely new experience for everything. So you can hit people on the other side of that, but you can't jump across. Thank you, Claudette. Pop goes the weasel. This honestly is a monstrous. Now I think this girl has self-care and the other one doesn't, so there's the hatch. That's the thing about that loop, people do it so long and so often that they don't realize that. I'm just gonna go the opposite direction. She's gonna be right there next to that portal when I'm closing this. She's over there. Oh, she did heal. She might have adrenaline. She was over here, though. I doubt she went this way, but it is an option. She might have. Oh, she already got out. Wow. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I thought she was gonna go for that one. Wasted too much time. That's my bad. But hey, pretty good. You're merciless regardless. Almost a perfect game. Iron Will, knew that one. Yeah, she had adrenaline. She didn't have self-care, I was right about that. Huh. She didn't have self-care either. But she kept getting healed. Either she kept having totems or she kept having one of the other teammates heal her. I feel like this was the Claudette. I feel like that was the Fingman. Just my thoughts. I can't guarantee that. That was pretty good match. They forge into themselves. I have not seen that before. Yikes. That's pretty rough stuff, not gonna lie. That's the thing, if you're really, I'm not saying I'm great with the Demogorgon, but if you're good enough to juggle people with the Demogorgon, it's hard for them to do gens and break your portals. And that's what I'm saying. Around 3 gens left is when he starts to really shine, because that's when he starts to really juggle gens, portals, and people. It's hard to keep up with him. But that's for, you know, if you're good at juggling map control and stuff. It's not easy, that's for dang sure, but he has potential. Oh, my little cutie, your potential. Let's do Mono. I mean, if I can buy it, obviously. So he's 44 now. Wish is good. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no. One sec. Alfonso, I prefer playing Killer. I think it's more fun, and I like the challenge of it, because the survivors I often go against are really good. So for when I play as Survivor, I usually switch off my brain. You know, I'm not even looking at the screen half the time. But, so I prefer Killer, but honestly, when I play this game, I do about 50-50. Maybe even play Survivor a little bit more than Killer, if that answers your question. So, basically, I love Killer more than Survivor, but I probably end up playing Survivor more than Killer. Especially when I'm blood point farming, I play Killer a lot. Okay, so thoughts on Demogorgon. I was actually just talking about this in the stream. My experience with him is the pounce he has is pretty good for catching up to people and making loops shorter. But the downside to that is if you miss, your recovery time is kind of a pain in the butt. And people constantly break your portals. So you have to juggle what portal do I want to open and what portal I don't. Because non-opened portals cannot be broken, but opened ones can. And non-opened portals, people don't know are there until you crawl through them. So, like, there's a lot of strategy to it. So, when you say I feel like his teleporting is overwhelming, I can take that in 2 different ways. One, as being a survivor, you know? You're like, oh, he's teleporting all the time, blah, blah, blah. Freddy has that same thing, and Freddy's probably not very, his travel time is really slow. I will admit that. It's like Freddy, but slower. But the upside to that is you can put your teleports wherever you want. You're not strictly stuck to gens. And the other thing, which is what I was going to say, is I love this add-on. I wish it gave it more of a... I wish it was more than 5 seconds, but if you chase somebody over an exhaustion portal, it's like having a clown thing, but weaker, I guess, since you can't throw it at them. So if you put portals down in, like, choke points or whatever, not necessarily to teleport to, but have as a chase mechanic, so your portals can be used for multitasking. My experience with him is my really, really good matches, I start building up loads of momentum around 3 gens left. Because that's when the survivors are having a problem deciding between working on gens, saving other survivors, or breaking my portals. Yeah, his lunge is really good, but like I was saying, you need to land your lunge. If you miss that lunge, they're gonna be, they're gone, you know. Um, the other thing is freaking Dead Hard. I've Dead Harded out of so many Demogorgon lunges, so Dead Hard is still top tier survivor perk. I think he's all around a solid killer. I don't think he's necessarily in the low end, but he's definitely not up there with Nurse or Spirit. You know, he's somewhere in the intermediate to maybe higher tier intermediate level. Somewhere in the solid middle, you know. He's definitely an interesting one. My other thing is, I think he's fantastic for blood point farming, just like Freddy is. His portals give you 200 per once you place them down. Teleporting between them gives you 50, which isn't a lot, but... And then your pounce gives you 800 deviousness. Between Pig and Myers... Yeah, I'd say he's somewhere above Pig, and... he doesn't have that one-shot potential like Myers, so definitely, yeah, I would agree with what you said about between Pig and Myers. I keep finding myself relating him to Freddy, because Freddy is the only other killer that I can think of that has map pressure like this. You know, distance isn't a problem with him. Yeah, exactly. Like, my perk loadouts I've got right now, I've got Barbecue, Ruin, Pop, and Nurses. Nurses I usually use to find people who are healing each other, or somebody that I unhooked a while ago and is just now starting to heal. Like my last match, I freaking hooked a Claudette. I hooked 2 other people, came back, she still hasn't healed yet. I find her next to the killer shack, put her on the floor, that kind of thing. Barbecue I use to figure out which gen I want to use on Pop, and usually I have a portal next to that gen, activated or not. So that's why I was relating him to Freddy, because the thing about teleporting killers is distance isn't a problem. And Pop is such a good perk at regressing gens that going literally across the map to kick a gen isn't a problem. You don't have to worry about timers and countdowns and things, and if you use Barbecue to figure out somebody's on that gen, you know they're nearby, you pop over there, you kick their gen, find them, chase them down, put them on a hook, just repeat the process to somewhere else. Okay, so here's the thing about Freddy and Demogorgon that I really want to add to is I agree with you. Freddy has better map control than Demogorgon because you can't shut off Freddy's teleport. You know, Freddy just controls the map. But after exit gates are powered, or after you close the hatch, which is exit gates are powered, all gens are locked, and his teleport ability is ripped from him. Demogorgon doesn't have that problem. Demogorgon can still zip around the map. And the other thing that Demogorgon has above Freddy that I use constantly is when you're doing the From Abyss, where you like put your palms up and you're about to pounce, all of your activated portals are like a radar, and you can see if anybody is nearby to your portals. So literally, after a while, after so many gens are completed and stuff, my portals are just like a sonar for figuring out where survivors are. And if they're nowhere near any of those portals, then there's no problem. Yeah, and that's the thing is the fake pallets are really strong. Against higher tier survivors, though, you will have people who go to sleep intentionally to figure out what pallets are what and break them all. Which, I mean, he has, like, almost no setup time. Like, he can just, like, click, 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 3 pallets are up, kind of thing. So Freddy's great on that aspect, too. So that's the other thing is, like, Freddy's good for chases. Demogorgon is good for finding people. You know, it's a little give and take. A thing for Demogorgon that I've been doing, or I tried doing this last match was, I set up a portal somewhere pretty obvious near a gen, which will hopefully give them the exhaustion status. And then I set up another portal that's not active nearby. So when they break the first one and then they go to work on the gen, I teleport to the second one and I'm right there. You know? I think it's gonna be a while before people come out with a solid, kind of like playstyle that works really good for him. But, Freddy has that kind of user-friendly part, you know? He is a mouse one killer, but he's got, pallets and stuff to help with chases, and he can just teleport around the map. So he's got ease of use. Demogorgon's a bit higher skill gap because the pounce sometimes isn't the easiest thing to land. Figuring out where to put your portals is. Survivors break your portals all the time, so there's like downsides, but I want to say they're probably the most related characters in forms of chase and map pressure. Not saying like they're the same level. I definitely think Freddy is a little bit higher than Demogorgon, but Pop, Barbecue, No It, and Ruin. Yeah, Pop, Barbecue, and Ruin is definitely what I always run. And then for my fourth perk, I've been thinking about other things to kind of enhance the other ones. Because if you want to have a solid time being a killer and not having too many problems, you want to have some form of synergy. For you, you've got Pop and Barbecue, which go together perfectly, and then Ruin buys you time until they break it. Because it's Ruin, it will be broken. So what I was doing before I found out that Dying Light is a bit broken, as in like it crashes your game, and before I got Barbecue, I was using Dying Light and Nurses, so I could hook as many people as I could quickly, so that I could get faster stacks of Dying Light. Yeah, the new... So, okay, here's the big complaint I have about Dying Light, the new rework. One, if your obsession dies, you lose it. Two, oh, nobody's running, oh, hey. If you kill your obsession, you lose the perk. It's just deactivated permanently. And two, it does not affect your obsession. I don't agree with that, personally. I think it should affect the obsession, but if it doesn't, you need other perks to counter your obsession, because it doesn't bother him. So Ruin would be good. I should put that further underneath the window. Things like that. So that's just me. Not the best place for Ruin, but not the worst, so I guess I can't complain. Somebody's over here. Pretend like you don't see them. And then you do. Nice. That was actually a pretty good window bait. Already finished a jet, jeez. Get on the hook. Let's see let's that jump. The other thing that I like about Demi is that he has window baits. Or not window baits, but he can bait his lunge so that it looks like you're gonna pounce, then you just cancel it real quick and then slap him. And then, you know.
Hey! Hey!
Here, I'll reply to your chat in just a second. And there goes my rune. I feel like they're working on that gen up there. Okay, it's not... Alright, so that's the thing. His lunge only breaks pallets because of that pink add-on I have. And they're going to make that default. Does she have an object? No, she doesn't have an object because I don't have an obsession. Why did I see her? Yeah, his lunge breaks pallets because of the add-on I have, but that's going to become default for him. You hate to see it. But yeah. I always think about Discordance, and Discordance is good, but whenever I run it, nobody ever works on gens together. You know? And that's my problem with it. So instead, I tend to run barbecue. Because I love the blood point bonus it gives you. I love a lot of things. It's kind of like the chainsaw users, you know? Chainsaws let you break pallets. It's not like lunge one-shots or anything. A rank 2 Myers, jeez. Did I check the wrong locker? Maybe. TL wall. Just tip.
Hey!
I think it would be cool if his lunge could break gens, like kick gens. I need to kick that gen right there. Sorry for not replying to your chat as much. I'm kind of having to focus a bit. Alright, so they're going to be working on that gen. Where's the other gen? Over here. I guessed wrong. Should have been upstairs. You read that wrong. Check this. Yep. Thanks for getting off. Where'd that Claudia go? So there's 2 people left. I guess I did kill 2 people. I saw you. Not the brightest move. The trapdoor has spawned in. I need to keep an eye out for that. Where'd that pallet go? solid match so far, that's for sure. This should be... It's not here. So yeah, doing this, if they're next to any of the yellow portals, I'll see their heartbeat. Oh, you know what? Oh, I should have teleported that one. She's on this one. GG. See if I can get a perfect game. I don't think I will, but we could try. That won't be good enough. Close though. Close. Oh, I killed everybody over here. Oh, that was her first hook too. Yeah, it definitely won't be. Alright. Oops. Let me open up the chat. See what y'all saying. So that's the thing is, I think it was my last game, I had a trap on both exit gates, and it didn't work out the best, because there's still the cooldown, and they set it up to where your traps cannot be so close to the exit gate now. So maybe them on the switch isn't close enough to your trap to tell you the heartbeat is there. I need to get good with Billy again. I really want to get good with him again. I haven't messed with him in a while. I think... I think it'd be cool if they had add-ons to where your lunge would do effects, like Huntress Hatchets. You know? Like, you could do... you could do, like... Your lunge adds an exhaustion status effect, or a blindness status effect, instead of just your portals. Because your portals are hard to make people run over, you know? At least mid-chase. And then, the other thing is, I think they need to buff his teleport. Because when you teleport, you get, basically Insidious. You have 0 terror radius, that kind of stuff. They need to do that, but extend its duration. Because currently it lasts a second after you get out of the portal. Literally a second. And then, it's gonna be... Here, let me find it real quick. It's gonna be this, instead of destroy dropped pallet, because that's gonna be his default. They're going to tremendously increase the duration of, you're undetectable. But I think it would be neat if they like increased that naturally and then added more add-ons to make it last longer. So you could actually have like a stealth build for your Demogorgon. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be cool. But that's just me. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Close quarters maps with Bill or Hillbilly are rough. That was so expensive. Talking about literally blowing all my money. I really wish I got tier 2 barbecue. I didn't see it. And then you could do things like the brass case lighter, to where they go blind if they go near portals, aka every time they break a portal, they go blind. As a survivor, I think I'm also rank 7. I was rank 6 earlier, but I was having a lot of matches where I was getting tunneled right off the bat, or camped. Yeah, so I'm a rank 7 survivor. I've been trying to rank up my Adam so I could get his perks. Here's a look at my survivors. Rank 40 everyone, so I could get their perks I want. I have Urban Evasion, love that. I ranked it up to 30 for balanced, but I didn't really care about streetwise. I main Fangman, so she's my triple prestige. Yeah, this is everybody. I have a rank 40 Nancy. I'm thinking about triple prestiging Steve. I think before, I'm gonna rank up Steve to 40, and then before I prestige him or anything, I'm gonna prestige all my killers. Dang. Yeah, you play this game a lot more than I do. Then again, I did burn a ton of blood points into my Fangman. Like, she's more than 100. She's more than just a prestige 3. Like, she's like prestige 3 plus like 80 levels. 2 years. Yeah, that's actually a lot longer than me. I've only had this game for maybe a little bit over a year, and I played Destiny more than I played this game. So, if you want to look at my Destiny stats, they're probably comparable to your Dead by Daylight stats. I think I might change my Demogorgon outfit. Yeah. So, no, I have 0 legacy items. I wish I did, though. I really want the legacy stuff. I've got Halloween outfits, though. My favorite killer, probably other than Demogorgon, is Trapper. And I've got his Halloween skin. I have Wraith's Halloween skin. I have Doctor's Halloween skin, but I don't use it. I have Huntress's Halloween skin. I want to get some cosmetics for Spirit. I want to start getting good with Spirit. I agree. That event, oh, what was it? Fucking, I want to get the name right. The Hallowed Blight event, I think was probably one of the coolest events that they've ever done. You know, survivors trying to go to flowers and pull the nectar out of the flowers, and killers trying to hook people on certain hooks, and like the extra just kind of like stuff you had to do during a match was fun. Yeah, it's gonna be the 18th if it does come back, which is good because my mother's birthday's on the 17th, so celebrate with her and then immediately turn around and just farm freaking the nectar. I do hope they bring it back. The other event I really loved was the barbecue event. For that event, I have Hillbilly's hammer, which is pretty great. I'm really proud of that hammer. It looks kind of goofy, but I do like it. I've got Pig cosmetics. I do like Pig. I feel like she needs some kind of a buff, you know? Barbecue was crazy for farming. Like, just the amount of blood points you could get in a match was insane. Like, I was getting as much as, like, a Bloody Party streamers was without Bloody Party streamers. It was insane. Yeah, I want to start practicing Spirit. I want to start kind of balancing out how many I agree. I don't think her dash attack should be a roar. But then again, I feel like if they didn't, then you should like, it's like every killer has some type of downside, so that like you know they're about to do something. It's some type of like way of knowing. That looks like it's Survive with Friends, and that one's got a key. I kind of want to put on Franklin's just to be a prick. You want me to play Plague? Okay, I can play Plague. I don't have a lot of good stuff on Plague, unfortunately. I do have Franklin's. Just set as default. Oh, I didn't activate it. Crap, I just wasted a black word. I got you. I'll play Plague. I really like Plague. I haven't gotten to play her too much, but she is fantastic. Okay, so here's my approach on Legion. I like his design. I like his playstyle. I don't like how he got nerfed. The whole miss your attack and immediately get pulled out of frenzy mode is really not okay. Like, the whole can't stab people multiple times, sure, that's fine. But, like, it's hard enough to hit a survivor. And then hitting a survivor at 30 miles per hour while they have, like, 50 different ways to make you miss. that's rough, you know. Um, so I'm not necessarily happy about how they nerfed Legion, but I do like him, and I want to play him more. The other downside though is I don't have good perks. I don't have like nurses. I might have sloppy. I don't have nurses on him. Yeah, like Legion definitely has some issues. At least this map isn't like massive. Kind of glad I have Franklin's on. And I feel like they need to do something about hexes. Like they need to buff hexes somehow. Make them harder to break, that kind of stuff. There goes Ruin, like usual. Did he go up the side? I didn't see him go out the side. Oh, well, that was stupid on my part, that's for sure. This is an infinite. I'm gonna go do a John. My corrupt intervention's already over. I'm already chasing him again. Brilliant. Hopefully Dying Light doesn't crash my game. It did that last time I was playing Plague. I feel like skill checks on them might be nice, but at the same time it's like... eh. There's 2 fountains cleansed, which are good. I'm getting Shen rushed, which is great. Love it. That's rough. This Survive with friends are brutal, man. Probably working on this gen since I got coins nearby. Or not? Okay. Thought so. This is why you don't cleanse. Oh, how'd that miss? What?
Yeah.
At least the remaining gens are kind of close to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not looking good for me.
Yeah.
Can I hook you, please? Yeah, I just had to decide to play against like actually a really competent team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pallet,
Yeah. Yeah.
3 stacks. Hurts, doesn't it? Aw, lucky. I was about to say, how did that not hit you at all? That's crazy. Four stacks. Now I need to check gens, because, yeah, that. Is Steve my obsession? To be honest, I don't even remember Steve. Yeah. How is none of this hit? What the frick? That's crazy. So I knew she was the one with the decisive. Not going after her anymore. That's still breaking. See, I actually don't have a problem with decisive when running Dying Light, because then she was about to die. But that's okay, because now I'm not gonna go after her anymore. And I can go after anybody else. And I'll keep getting Dying Light stacks. You know? How is none of this landing on people? Like, honestly. That should have hit him. Where'd he go? What the fuck? I guess he went this way. We're gonna be opening up this exit gate, which is probably almost open now. Yeah, thought so. Medkit's mine. Checking the other exit gate. Yeah, left. Survive with friends are rough. So, I think it would be cool if, like, there was some type of punishment for breaking hex totems. Like, other than haunted up. Wow, that was one heck of a D rank. Jeez. Survivors escaped Excuse me. Excuse me. That was decisive strike. I have no control over that. I mean, I guess I do, but eh. Yeah, rank 4. Everyone else is roughly my rank. Yeah, GG. Did the best I could, which was apparently not very great. It's a brand new part, Jesus. But yeah, freaking, it would be cool if there was like some type of like punishment for breaking hexes other than your location being revealed and other than haunted, because haunted is a trap. It's not really, you know, a hex. And I think it would be cool if there's like a not a fail safe, but like maybe if like hex totems came in 2 parts, like maybe like I was thinking like on the plague map, underground the center area is completely sealed off unless you finish the gen down there. So my thought was like, what if that was like it for hex totems or for totems in general? You have to finish the gen to unlock the hex totem next to it. You know, I thought that would be kind of cool. Or like maybe hexes came in 2 parts, where it was like you have to break this part and that part, and like if you break this part, something happens until your next one you break. You know, that was just some of my thoughts. Yeah, survive with friends is insanely strong, especially if these guys are used to playing with each other, if they're used to going against people together. Comms like make everything easier. I'm gonna do a trapper match. I'm just thinking mine as well. Oops. Like that. Now, do I have barbecue? No. But I got brutal, surveillance, ruin, and pop. Ain't so bad. What do I want to go with? That does nothing, genuinely. Let's do a brown bag. Do I have? No, I don't. which add-on I want to use. The whole, like, increases the amount of time it takes to sabotage really doesn't do anything. Nobody cares. like, what is that supposed to do? I want to use one of these, but I don't have many of those left. I guess I'll do that. Can't believe I have a smoking splinter. What was that supposed to do? Daily rituals. Oh, I would really like to reset that one. I don't really like to do my dailies unless they're 30,000 or more. Oops. Oh, well, I can't type. Which is funny, because it's my gamertag that I currently cannot type. Oh, wrong one. Oh, nice. You're playing Billy, right? 4K and Swamp's nice. I haven't had Swamp in a while. I feel like Swamp's harder to do on the killers that don't like 110s and stuff. My problem is whenever I play Huntress, I always get farm maps, and it's ridiculous. Dude, Huntress with a farm map is miserable. Like, it's just so bad. It's like, game, what do you expect me to do? Like, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna be doing anything on this map. At least not like what you think I will be doing. Looks like another 4K, 4 Survive with Friends. 4 stack. And with that, I am going sweaty. Okay. I used to play Nurse a lot, and I actually used to be pretty good with her. My problem with Nurse is if I don't play her for a while, I get super rusty. Like, my blinks get off. Survival finds automatic Mori. I kind of want to agree with that. It's just so rough, man. Like, they're so sweaty all the time. But yeah, for Nurse, I used to play her all the time, and then I stopped because I wanted to get used to other killers. And when I play other killers a lot, I get really bad with Nurse. I don't know why, it's just a me thing. I have plenty of other friends who play Nurse off and on, and they're like just completely fine. Me, my favorite thing to do, I forgot, it was, I forgot who I was playing. I was Hag. I was playing a match, and this team was curb stomping me, and it was making me so mad. And they were teabagging me, and they were at the exit gates. They didn't leave in time. An endgame killed all 4 of them. And it was the most hilarious thing ever, because they were like, oh, this person's bad, you know, they can't get us all. And I kept hooking one of them after, like, the other ones, like, got away or whatever, and it was hilarious, because just freaking, yeah, you're not gonna go anywhere. I feel like that's okay. This is better. Because you don't see that until you step on it. Yeah. See, look, they get out on the first try. Whenever I'm a survivor, I can't get out of the trap. When I play killer, they get out, like, immediately. Aw, what? Gotcha. The other cool thing about this add-on is I can immediately go and start doing other things, and I know that traps get reset itself. Brutal Strength is also really good. Hi there. Decisive, really. Purple decisive on Steve already? Really? The sweats I go against. this one because I trapped the exit windows. What? Honestly, how did that not grab that survivor? Not okay with this. Come on, Steve, let's go round 2. What? That wasn't that hard. Jeez, what? They're not making that. Yeah, I love Trapper. Trapper's my baby. Oh, he's injured from my traps. It's about to be like, why? You're not doing it. So confused. I is confusion. This David has Iron Will. Hi, Jake. Bye, Jake. Nice try. That trap should reset itself, so it'll be okay. The other problem I have with the trapper is freaking the traps move after they get set off, which is not fair. Wow, that blindness is lasting a while. Come on. Come on, heal him some more. I dare you. Jake. Oh, you dumbass. I'm already max devious this. Look at this guy. Quickie, quickie, quickie. Decisive. And dead. Bye. Freaking genius. What the frick? Can I go through the doorway? Oh. I was spamming R1 so I could pick it up. I hate it when that happens. I was actually thinking about just trapping this. David, do you not have self-care, my guy? I guess not. Definitely has Iron Will, though. Very good Dead Hard. Only works once. Cleansing my totem, are we? Yeah, they got it. Solid game. I'm fairly, I think, or I see myself as fairly decent with Trapper. That was everyone but Steve was running Iron Will. You never see that. And that was definitely throwing me off because I often go by sound. Devout halfway, a little over halfway. Surprised I got. Oh yeah, not surprised. I did get a Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper and like people escaping from your grasp are two things you just have no control over. And you know, as a killer, it's just like I punish you for this. And it's like, what? Why do I deserve to be punished? Like, in any sense. Who have I not played as in a while? Wraith, but yeah, fuck that guy. Billy, I need better perks on him before I do that, honestly. I'm gonna do Clown. Real quick. I also do love how you can do things while readied up, you know? It's something I really enjoy. Mystery box! Ooh, nice. Barbecue 2! Yeah! I'll get a Mori. I've been fooling around with freaking Dead by Daylight memes lately, and they're definitely coming to haunt me. It's 3 o'clock. That means... yeah, about... well, I don't know. While I'm waiting for a match, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go check with what time I have to leave, because I got work later. I feel like it's another Survive with Friends. But I really want to try out Demogorgon on the game. And honestly, I was thinking about putting Distressing on, just so his, like, terror radius covers the map. Because I think that would be pretty cool. I'm surprised that his terror radius is only 32 meters. That doesn't sound right. He's very tall. He's a tall boy. He's a biggin. Yeah, now. Yeah, now. Forget another key. Fuck keys. I don't like them. Yeah, that's a survivor. I think they're a bit cheap. Like, just escape whatever I want. Sounds great. Do half the work in all the rewards. Oh, she did take the key off. Not okay with that. Not gonna lie. I might tunnel a bit to kill that key. And the map. We go in there, boys. We go in there. Nurses is really strong in this map too. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Na 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 na. Let's just see how he goes. I haven't actually gotten to try out him on this map yet. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of him on the new map either. But we'll see. Oh, shoot. Quick and quiet. That's gonna be a pain later. Oh my gosh, he's all over the place. She's freaking gone, dude. Dude, she's literally invisible. lucky. She ran back into that one. Guessing you don't have... Oh, you just disconnected. Okay, cool. There we go. Since they have a key, I'll definitely take that DC. It's not my hex totem. She's just breaking a totem. To break a totem? Question mark. The fuck? Difference between optimal killer and optimal survivor. Killer presses up against the walls. Survivor, not so much. Quiet. Probably would dance with me. Thought so. Not so sneaky, love. I used that build too. Alright, now you're kind of sneaky. Is she above me? I think she's above me. I don't have an obsession, meaning... You're not gonna make this vault if you go for it. So you baited it. Smart. How far is the basement? I'm not gonna make that. Maybe. I will. I'll make that. So my plan is, key is now in the basement. I'm gonna know if anybody goes down there. Down the trapdoor. Trapdoor. Literally just found it. I'm like an idiot, I've already lost it. Okay, so let's see. Meg was pretty set. I don't know why she DC'd. She was good. Kind of felt bad for tunneling her, but I have no way of telling that that's a broken key. Decently solid game. I'm gonna go ahead and call that a stream. I'm probably gonna have to end up leaving soon, so hope to see you all later. Catch you next time.